we have lots of things to discuss based on our recent issues that occurred, which is the disappearance of MH370. I will proceed this press conference with open questions to the media, so we shall begin now.
Miss!
Yes, you.
I have a question for you. Do you admit that this incident comes from organization itself?
Alright, thank you for the questions. Obviously, Malaysian Airlines didn't have the intention to make this mistake to occur at the first place, and the crises are not meant to happen. It was a total accident, and it was unfortunate that this happened towards the victims and victims' families. And Malaysian Airlines are totally responsible if there was a problem with the aircraft system, but we are not sure how can this crisis happen at the first place. So I hope my answer helped with your questions.
Miss, another question.
Sure.
Can you be specific about what happened to the missing aircraft MH370?
Give me a moment. So the fate of Malaysian Airlines flight MH370, which disappeared on March 8, 2014, remains a mystery. But despite extensive search effort, the exact specifics of what happened to the aircraft are still unknown. The most widely accepted theory is that the aircraft deviated from its plane route and ended up in the southern Indian Ocean. That this theory is based on satellite communication data that indicated the aircraft's last known location was in the southern corridor. Extensive unvetted research were conducted in this region, but as of now, no significant evidence of wreckage has been found. Various hypotheses have been proposed regarding the cause of the aircraft's disappearance, including mechanical failure, hijacking, terrorism, or pilot intentional action. But however, no conclusive evidence has been discovered to support any particular theory. The investigations into the disappearance of MH370 remains open, and efforts continue to uncover information and locate the aircraft. The authorities involved, such as the Malaysian government, the Joint Investigation Team (JIT), and the Australian government, periodically release updates on the investigation, but as of now, no definite conclusions have been reached.
Thank you.
Please be patient. We'll answer your questions momentarily.
Miss!
Oh, yeah, sure. Next question.
Who are the ones conducting the investigation?
So, the investigations into the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 primarily falls under the purview of three governing bodies, which is first, Malaysian government. As the incidents occur in Malaysia's airspace, the Malaysian government has been involved in the investigations. The Department of Civil Aviation, Malaysia, DCA, is totally responsible for coordinating and conducting search efforts as well as overseeing overall investigations. While the International Civil Aviation Organizations, which is the ICAO, a specialized agency of the United Nations, provides global aviation oversights, and it facilitated the establishment of the Joint Investigation Team (JIT) involving Malaysia, China, and Australia. The JIT oversees the investigations and is mandated to coordinate and provide international expertise, resources, and information related to the incident. The Australian government also involved in these investigations as well, and has been heavily involved in the search and investigation due to the fact that the underwater search area fell within the Australian search and rescue region. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau (ATSB) has been leading the underwater search efforts and providing technical assistance for the investigation. So, these three entities, along with other relevant international organizations and aviation experts from different countries, have collaborated and contributed their resources and expertise to the investigations of MH370. Despite extensive search efforts, the exact cause and locations of the aircraft disappeared still remain unknown.
Miss, I have another question for you. When the plane disappearance occurred, how the Malaysian aircraft handled the victim's family loss, and how they managed to calm the victims' families, and what the organization and government do.
Alright, thank you for your question. So when MH370 disappeared, Malaysian Airlines and the Malaysian government and various organizations made effort to handle the families of the victims and provide support during this difficult time. However, their handling of the situation faced criticism for lack of transparency, delays in information sharing, and perceived insensitivity. Here are some key points on how we, Malaysian Airlines and the government, manage these situations. Family assistance centers. Malaysian Airlines set up family assistance centers in Kuala Lumpur and Beijing to provide support and information to the family. However, the family victims express their frustrations with the lack of updates and inconsistent communications. Regular briefings were held by Malaysian authorities to provide updates on the search efforts and investigations progress. However, the initial communication was criticized for being unclear, contradictory, and causing confusions among the family's victims. But Malaysian Airlines and government officially maintain contact with the families, assigning family liaisons officers to facilitate communications and address their concerns. However, families reported difficulties in reaching officials and sometimes faced language barrier. The Malaysian government provided financial assistance to the families of the victims, including immediate aid and longer-term compensations package. However, the process and distributions of funds were not without challenge and delays. The International Civil Aviation Organizations (ICAO) and other international organizations provide assistance and guidance to Malaysian Airlines and authorities in managing the crisis and supporting the families' victims. Despite the efforts made, the handling of the situations faced backlash with families criticizing the lack of transparency, slow progress, and the investigations and the indicate support. These incidents brought attention to the need for improved disaster response protocols and better communication strategies for future aviation disaster.
Thank you. Miss Karina, I have a question for you. What would Malaysian Airlines do to compensate the loss towards the victim family?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to give my condolences towards those who are affected by the MH370 incident. So, to answer your question, to compensate the loss towards the victims' families, we have 5 things planned. The first one would be advance payments. We will give whatever it is to help the families' needs. And number 2, we will have family assistance center, or FEC for short, which is going to be acting as a hub for communication, support, and whatever information related to the incident will be there for each other to share. The third one would be financial assistance. Malaysia Airlines, we will offer financial assistance to the families to cover whatever expenses like funeral, counseling services, and whatever that they might need during this time. After that, we also have support and care. Our airline and our representatives, including our senior managements and trained personnel, we will constantly engage with families to offer support and provide updates or address whatever that they concern. And the last one will be long-term compensation. So we will work with insurers to establish dedicated compensation funds for the families and the victims.
Thank you. Miss, I have a question for you. Why does Malaysian Airlines took this long to announce the disappearance of MH370?
Okay, we were very uncertain and we lacked the information. In the hours of the disappearance, there was a lack of concrete information about the fate of the flight. So it took time for our organization and the authorities to gather and analyze any available data to confirm about the aircraft's status. After that, we also need to verify and confirm. So it was crucial to verify and confirm the available information before making any official announcements. And this process
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, young man.
Was the aircraft consistently maintained?
Yes, Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 was consistently maintained according to regular inspections and maintenance standards. The aircraft, however, was serviced and maintained in accordance with the standards and regulations set by the aviation authorities. Prior to its disappearance, the aircraft underwent routine maintenance checks, and there were no reported issues with its airworthiness.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Sir, I have another question for you. What was the problem with the aircraft system?
Okay, so the specific problem with the plane aircraft systems remains unknown. The investigation into the disappearance of MH370 was not able to determine the specific technical issues or malfunctions that made them aboard. The aircraft's communication systems apparently ceased to function, and the plane deviated from its planned flight path. However, without the recovery of the wreckage or the flight data or cockpit voice recorders, it has been challenging to ascertain the exact problems with the aircraft systems leading to its disappearance.
Did piloting errors cause the plane disappearance?
A moment. While there were initial speculations about possible piloting errors, they were not confirmed. The investigation considered multiple scenarios, including mechanical failure, electric actions by someone on board, or external factors. Ultimately, without recovery of the aircraft's wreckage, the investigation did not establish a more definitive cause for the disappearance.
Another last question for you, sir.
Yes, ask it.
Aircraft black box recovered?
Well, we were unable to recover the black box of Malaysian Airlines flight MH370. Despite extensive search operations conducted in the Indian Ocean, no confirmed debris from the aircraft was found up until now. The lack of the black box has been a major hindrance in determining the exact cause and the location of the aircraft's disappearance.
Thank you, sir. Miss Cammy, since you're the crisis manager, what are Malaysian Airlines crisis management plan to avoid this crisis occur again in the future, and how